right. Hello, True Heel Heat. I'm the AEW World Champion MJF. Just in case you're deaf, dumb, blind, stupid, or since you listen to this podcast or you're listening to True Heel Heat, and I apologize for that.
Hello everyone, it's the hardcore legend Mick Foley wishing a nice day to everyone there, right there at True Heel Heat. Yeah!
What's up, True Heel Heat? True Heel Heat.
What's up? True Heel Heat.
Hello. It is me, your True Heel Phenom, SP3, and we are live on the True Heel Heat YouTube and Facebook for Rated Raw review number 114, Pipebomb. We're reviewing last night's April 6, 2026 edition of Monday Night Raw on Netflix, as only we can. And of course, to do that, he had a 1 week hiatus, but he is back, baby. He is back here on a Tuesday here on the True Heel Heat YouTube channel. And he's back here to talk some Monday Night Raw as only he can. He is our resident True Heel alcoholic himself. And no more, actually. I forgot. I'm not supposed to say that. He is Top Guy JJ. How are you doing?
What's going on, man? It feels like it's been more than a week, but it's been 2 weeks since being on here. So technically it's more than a week. How are you, sir?
I am doing well. I can't complain. It's been a busy week, and I got more busy weeks ahead. But I took a nap right before I came on here.
Yeah,
so
I
I'm
don't
feeling
envy
good.
you at all next week. I don't envy you one bit next week.
I don't
know
get a date.
you-
I don't get a date. I haven't got a date off from doing any streams in a while, it seems.
And especially next week, True Mania week. Yeah. Hey, you know, long as you get a lot of super chats during this and make it worth it, and people tune in and make it worth it, and have the engagement, the fun, the excitement, talk whatever shit you want. At least it'll help go by a little bit smoother, because the ride is rough. Pause.
Exactly. I said once April came, I was like, I know I'm gonna be on here pretty much every day, and I have been, because we had to review Stand and Deliver on Sunday, reviewed the New Japan Sakura Genesis show on Monday. Stand and Deliver was great. SmackDown, however, was not in comparison.
That Stand and Deliver card did not look good, so I was like, I'm standing.
Nah, it was really good, especially the woman. The woman scene is. I made my whole agenda that I want NXT to be an all women's brand. That's the agenda. No, it's not happening at all. But I can still be a hope and a prayer about that. But we're here to talk. What happened?
You guys like Stand and Deliver? Is this something worth watching?
Yeah, it seemed like most of the chat enjoyed it.
All right. Don't make me waste my time, y'all.
No. You'll watch the first match.
No time on Mondays.
No, you'll watch the first matchup, and you'll probably hit me up and be like, you know what? You're actually right. This is probably better than anything I've seen on Mondays this whole year.
You've done that before, so you've done that before. You've prevented me from completely not knowing what I was talking about on an episode of Rated Raw Review, because I was literally not going to watch the show. And then it was better than I thought. And that was like the first or second good Raw of the year.
There you go. See. I don't try to steer the people clear. Most of the time I'll come on here and be like, I'm watching Monday Night Raw, so you don't have to. So there you go. Okay, that's been much of 2026, basically.
And just preferencing to anyone that when we use the term week off, it's usually a work obligation. So it's not ever off.
Yeah.
Never off.
Just not on here.
Just not on StreamYard and on the True Heel Heat platform. But my ass is working.
I need a week off from the other work. This is not work for me. Talking wrestling and having fun with the Chad and you and Jimmy or Chrissy or Josh or Romeo, like that's fun. Like I need off from my other work obligations.
See, at least when you sign off here, you're right there next to the family when you sign off.
Yeah. This is why I changed my schedule, so I would work in the morning, then go right into doing this, and then I can have the rest of the night to the family.
There you go.
Oh well.
There you go.
Oh well.
See, us humans know how to work our life schedules.
But yes, we appreciate y'all for joining us live. Appreciate y'all if you're watching us on demand. Remember to show your appreciation back. The simplest way possible is by dropping a thumbs up on the video. That helps us out so much. You can also share this video with all your wrestling fans, friends, and family on all your favorite social media platforms. If you are new to the True Heel Heat YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell to stay notified for all the great content here. You can also sound off in the live chat. You can sound off in the comments down below as well. We love to keep the conversation going there and give us your thoughts on last night's Monday Night Raw. And if you're with us live, you can be a part of the show by sounding off in the live chat. We try to highlight as many of your comments as possible. But of course, if you're feeling generous, you want to give back to what we do here, you want to show your support to the True Heel Heat YouTube channel and Rated Raw Review here every Tuesday, reviewing Monday Night Raw, you can do so with a super chat donation. Any dollar amount matters. It goes back to the contributors that you see on screen with us here, and we always appreciate the support. Like from our man Ryan Lambert. Good to see. DMs. Good to see you. Appreciate you.
Love that.
I've seen you from the In the Weeds community, and I'm glad to have you here on the True Hill Heat YouTube channel, good sir. He says, saving money just because. Thank you.
So I just wanted to, because we not gonna see each other prior to it. So I wanted to wish my good brother a happy Mamba Out Day, which is April 13th, which is literally the Monday before. So I had to kind of like go all Kobe'd out for you today. You know, had to go with the Lower Marion, go with the Philly, and of course my Lower Marion Kobe fives. So I had to Kobe it out for you today, my brother, because we won't see each other on the Monday, but just wanted to let you know I was thinking about it.
Appreciate you. Mamba out. Yes, indeed. That is something, good and glorious to celebrate
that night.
Exactly. That's good and something glorious to remember about the Lakers, because if you saw us on True Hill Heat Sports and Entertainment on Sunday, we had a funeral for the Lakers playoff hopes after the last week.
Dude. It was bad enough. And I wasn't going to talk about it because I love you. It was bad enough that my Thunder laid out the kendo sticks and the fucking whips and chains on the Lakers.
Oh, we got that as.
But on top of that, Luka gets hurt, and then Austin Reeves.
I wish JJ would have just said, like, we got our ass whooped, but we're facing them again. We're facing them again in a few days. So take the guys out of the game. They were already holding on to their individual injuries early on in that game. I wish he would have took them out early, but
like once halftime hit and they didn't get the lead even below 25, I'd be like, all right, that's it. We played them again in a few. Like, let's just keep our guys preserved. But no. JJ Redick is a fucking bozo.
Hey, he's done a great job this year.
He's done a great job.
Not a lot of rookie coaches. Not a lot of rookie coaches get back-to-back 50-win seasons. But I think we're staying at 50 wins because I don't see us winning again.
But that poor decision is going to cost the Lakers their entire season.
Yep,
that's a bozo move.
Unless Luka finds that doctor that he's looking for to get him cleared for the playoffs.
But man, yeah, I've been an OKC fan for about almost 20 years now. So it's great to be in like the contender and top contender talk and being a champion last year after what this scumbag piece of shit fucking no heart fucking asshole of a Kevin Durant did when he was part of blowing a 3-1 lead against the Golden State Warriors and then joining the sons of bitches. Fucking hate him forever for that. But thank God, time fucking heals everything. And we get my man Shea Butter, baby. We get Shea Butter and the rest of the team just comes to life. And we are so much better than the version that was back then because we're so much more well-rounded. So I love this version. I love that version back then too. That's why it fucking hurt so much. But, at the same time, Shea Butter got that ring in OKC and KD's bitch ass did.
There you go. KD still hasn't won one without Steph. We got a super chat donation here from our main man Chuck Berries. Thank you so much, Chuck Berries, for the support. He says, here's to the hardest working man in pro wrestling when it comes to content creation. Appreciate you, good sir. Says SP3, you're awesome, and so are you, JJ. The rest of the True Hill Heat community. Indeed, we got a great team here. It just started off with like me and JJ and an iPad with baby Seth behind it, and look at where we are now.
And now there's a foundation. You got a little foundation now. Even though part of that foundation can't even fucking come to work when he had a 2-week fucking notice because I'm fucking tired for going to a show that ended at 10 o'clock. That's how you know niggas is getting old. That's how you know niggas is getting old. You telling me that we couldn't show up because we finished a show that finished at 10 p.m. Eastern and you had a 15-hour layoff between having to come here at 1 p.m.? Bruh. We get
Hey, he told me during the pregame drinking that he was like, I'm probably not gonna show up tomorrow. I was like, well thanks.
because
Thanks.
now when niggas get older, niggas need like 2 to 3 business days to recover.
This is true. This is true. And I think he's I think he may be older than you. I'm not sure. His age is always a mystery.
He's not older. He's
Huh?
I think he's right in between both of us.
Oh, okay. Well, I know he got a 4 in front of his age, like you always say. But we got Chuck Berries in the chat who says, glad I followed you over here from Sportskeeda almost 3 years ago. SP3. Yeah, I forget those days where I used to work at Sportskeeda. Glad to have you over here, Chuck Berries. Appreciate any of y'all who see me on like Sportskeeda or Wrestle Talk or Fightful and have joined us in the True Hill Heat community. I really appreciate the community that we have. We got some good people, some good eggs in the chat here. We also
shout out to homie Rob Wilkins for filling in on a last minute notice last week. He did a great job. He tried his absolute best to stay neutral when it comes to this lore of this fucking show, and I'm proud of him for that, because he said it doesn't take much to entertain me, so I was entertained.
Yeah, he was honest. Like it's very rare that I'm in here with someone who is both objective, non-biased, but honest about everything. Usually I have like either JJ, who tends to not like a lot of stuff on Mondays, or Romeo, who tends to force himself to like a lot of stuff on Mondays. So I was glad to be somewhere in the middle with Rob, who can understand that it doesn't take much for him to like it, but he did like it.
But you know what? I think I learned a little something from Rob Wilkins. You know what? Watching you guys, because I watched a bit of you guys last week because I was kind of in and out of work and all of that. So I watched a little bit, listened more. I was like, he's got a warm soul. He's got stayed even keel. And it kind of helped to hopefully not crash out on this show too often. So we're going to try that starting this week.
There we go.
We're gonna try. I said try. Just
hey. To be fair, I would say this was one of the better episodes actually on the road to WrestleMania.
There was not a need to crash.
Yeah,
because this was good? Question mark.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what we come to here. We got some love for you being a Spurs fan. We got King Davion. Who says my Wolves
whoa. Pause. Back the fuck up.
No, Thunder fan. Yes. Excuse me. Thunder fan. I was reading another comment at the same time. I apologize. You getting some love for you being a Thunder fan. We got King Davion, who says my Wolves have injuries and are losing games like crazy. We got King Greg, who's a Spurs fan. We got Chuck Berries, who says the winner of Spurs and Thunder is winning the title, in my opinion. I don't know if the Spurs are going to get by the Nuggets. Nuggets are on fire right now.
That's the thing right there. It's like the Nuggets are a better matchup onto the Spurs, but the Spurs seem to have our number. But it's just been this one season, so I'm not gonna. There's not like history behind it. Like this season, the fact that we are gonna be the number 1 seed is a fucking miracle. Because we've had Isaiah Hartenstein miss like 50 games. We've had J-Dub miss like 50 games. We've had Shea Butter miss like 12. Every player that is of importance has suffered some injuries at some point. And to still win over 60 fucking games, Mark Dayton better win Coach of the Year.
I don't know about that.
So I'm just
Joe Mazzulla. He's my coach of the year.
That was my bias.
Yeah, he's my coach of the year. I'm sorry. The Celtics went all out of their way for this to be a bye year because they were gonna have Tatum for most of the year, and they were role players and the coaching
top 2
is
seed.
They are
and the
honestly
fact that
the
they're a
favorite
top
to
2
win
seed
to
and
East.
they're a fucking there's there's a lot of contenders for this award this year because of the job that a lot of people did. Like, and until the Knicks went on that little slide, Mike Brown was even the potential, but they went on that late, like 3-4 game slide, which completely fucked him up. But like the top 3 to 4 to each conference, like all hell of a job by all of these coaches, man. Because and yes, to a degree, JJ Redick too, because he's dealt with a lot of injuries too, and the fact that the Lakers are still like prominent like this, and he haven't really had like Luka, LeBron, and AR together for like not even 20 games this year. Like I think that's pretty fucking admirable work of him as well.
Yeah, my pick is Joe Mazzulla, but yeah, Mitch Johnson, Dagno have great cases. JB Bickerstaff has a great case as well, but I'm sorry, Mazzulla, the Celtics should not be the favorite to win the Eastern Conference. It all comes down to Jaylen Brown becoming a fringe or a top 10 guy in this league, and it's Joe Mazzulla's coaching and the role players stepping up, which has a lot to do with the coaching.
And I do think SGA, because of Nikola Jokic, is going to win the MVP again. Because if we would have edged out the Spurs by like a game, I think Wemby would have won it. But the fact that we might beat them in the seedings by like 3 games, maybe 4, I think that's going to be enough to edge out Wemby. But if Wemby would have beat Jokic and stayed on our tails and basically was like 1 game out the whole way, then I think Wemby would have just won the award because they beat us 3 times.
I still think that Shea deserves to win the MVP.
Yeah,
because
1,000%.
he's been the most consistent player the whole year. Like Wemby's really march towards being an MVP candidate started at the turn of the calendar year, similar to Luka as well. Jokic had that stretch after he came back from injury where he wasn't playing at his highest level, wasn't shooting the ball as well as he was at the beginning of the season. Shea has been the most consistent season. This is one of the most efficient 30 pieces that we've ever seen in league history, coming off a year where he did that yet again last year. And like you said, y'all had been the walking IR. They had times where Shea was playing with Chris Youngblood and a guy with the last name Christmas. So like you had like 8 players on the court and it was only Shea, and he was still dropping the 20-point streak, breaking Wilt Chamberlain streak, 30-point on high efficiency. Like, come on, man. Like, what are we talking about?
But also,
it's Shea.
But to be fair though, there's other guys on our team like AJ Mitchell and Jared McCain. Those are some bad boys right there.
Jared McCain is probably the best trade deadline move.
Bad boys right there. So the fact that we are this deep as a roster, it's pretty fucking scary, and I love it. Even though I do hate the fact that I think an expansion set of teams is coming, which we can only protect, I think, 8 or 9 players, which means the rest of our players are going to be up for fucking grabs. And one of these fucking expansion teams, a la the Seattle Supersonics coming back to the NBA, is going to fucking take half our roster.
Probably. That's how it's going to be. Well, you at least got another off season before that, so y'all can shore up who's your top 8 on that team.
It's Sam Presti. That man never fails. So I'm just gonna have all faith in the world in him. But damn, that shit gonna hurt. That shit gonna hurt expansion draft night. Seeing all these cats get clipped.
Yeah, me and Jeremy was talking about that. It was like, you got nothing to worry, because Jeremy's also a Thunder fan. And he was like, you got nothing to worry about. I know you, SP3. You'll just say, yeah, just keep Luka and Reeves. Everybody else is up for grabs. Exactly. That's what I'm like. The Lakers are fine. We just keep Luka and Reeves.
Seriously.
Anybody.
Seriously, everybody. It's like it's fuck. Like teams like us, even like the Spurs. The Knicks is going to keep like their core 7 or 8, so they're going to be good.
Yeah.
The Spurs is going to be another one that gets clipped. Spurs is going to be another one that gets clipped. Like, woof, man. And this is in 2 years or some shit like that. They're coming really soon.
I think it's still the 2027-2028 season is going to be the first one with that.
Next fucking year.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. And yes, that news dropped when I was on In the Weeds earlier today. Mr. Towns mentioning these Triple H Nick Khan text messages are messy. Did you see that? I'll send you the link if you didn't see it. But
I didn't see it. I heard about it. I heard about it, but I didn't see it. I think I heard y'all covering some of it on True Hill Heat. What the
yeah,
fuck?
that was the first one. The first one. The new one came out today where it basically confirms that Triple H didn't want Vince McMahon around when he came back in 2023, and it's basically led a lot of people to believe now it was always kind of like a rumor or murmurs about it, but now it really does seem like Triple H and Stephanie had something to do with Vince being outed.
I mean, on this front, it's like to a degree, it's like almost I can't blame him for wanting him out.
Yeah.
Because every fucking time he was on a podium or a stand or a press conference or something, he's having to answer questions about him when he has no legal expertise or experience. And he's having to duck and dodge and fucking move around and talk about everything other than himself and the product that he's putting out. So yeah, like it gets like sometimes like we blame him for a lot of shit. Like we blame him for a lot of shit, and rightfully so, because he's been putting out a lot of bullshit. But
yeah,
I think you gotta sometimes put yourself in that position, and every time you go and you want to address the people or you want to address like questions or any, and no question is about you. It's all about the other person. So it's like you're gonna get fed up with it. You're really gonna get fed up with it. And to that extent, it's like, yeah, I can't feel like, oh, this is Hunter on this aspect. It's like I don't blame him. I don't blame him if he wanted him out, because it's like, yo, you got me wanting to cover for you every fucking week, every show, every PLE. And it's like, yo, it's like I know the answers and I can't give them, but I don't know how to fucking deflect them in a way that sounds smart. So I look dumb. And that's exactly what happened.
Yep, it's true. And I disagree, Jordan. I don't feel bad for Triple H. Triple H got some skeletons in his closet too. It's not as bad as Vince McMahon's, but I will never feel bad for that.
So, I want to preference that. Feeling bad and not disagreeing with his motive are two different things.
and plus his dumbass didn't peep game of what Nick Khan was doing. You notice on the new text messages, Nick Khan's, all of his are deleted. Triple H didn't even take the time to go back and delete his text messages. So it's all Triple H's responses and Nick Khan's are empty.
Because Hunter's not smart. He's not street smart. He's not street. That's why it was like, yo, if I'm him having to constantly talk about another man, it's like, yeah, fuck, I want that motherfucker out of here too. I'm tired of talking about this clown. But feeling bad for him? Hell fucking no. I don't feel bad for him. It's a fucking multi-millionaire with multi-millionaire problems. The fuck out of here.
Very much so. But let's get into last night's Monday Night Raw. What did you think about the crowd from Houston, Texas?
Great.
Yeah, really strong crowd.
Awesome. They were awesome last night. Like that shit. That crowd was I think I'll argue like that. I think that crowd was better than MSG last week.
No, I wouldn't go that far. I thought the MSG crowd was the crowd that carried. Whereas this one, at least there was some good stuff for them to respond to. MSG did a lot of carrying last week.
I mean, fair, but Houston was on it last night. They were on it last night for sure.
All right, let's get into last night's Monday Night Raw. We start off the show with a lot of walking from people as usual, but then we see CM Punk and he's walking all the way out to address the crowd. He comes out to his music, he gets on the mic and he sits down, and you know he's about to say some shit whenever he sits down cross-legged in the middle of the ring. He puts over Houston for its wrestling heritage, saying that this is a wrestling town. Punk pointed out that Roman Reigns was not in the building tonight, drawing some boos, stating that he got some payback from being put through a table 2 weeks ago, as he gave Reigns the same treatment last week in Madison Square Garden. Punk says that he hated Roman Reigns because he viewed him as store-bought plastic star manufactured by corporate. He pointed out that this wasn't cinema, it was pro wrestling, and that Reigns and his bloodline don't run the place anymore. And he says the reason why Roman Reigns hates him is because his authenticity. It's because he's real, and his authenticity means that losers like Roman will hate him for the rest of his life. Punk took shots at Roman after he climbs out of the ring. He goes by the commentary desk. He takes off his jacket and starts cutting the promo in front of the WrestleMania sign. He says that Roman is a buck-tooth nepo baby who ate dog food for a weird old man. He said that is the same old man who treated Punk like a dog, but he had dignity and left because he had FU money. And now he doesn't care because he's old and he's rich. Punk then he took shots at Roman, and he took shots at The Rock as well, saying that Roman wants to make all these movies. He wants to be a Hollywood superstar like his cousin The Rock, who was a Hollywood superstar, which drew some attention from the crowd as well. He talks about how Roman wants to brag all the time about all the WrestleMania main events he's been a part of, but he says like the first 8 of them didn't work out, and that's why he's in the position that he's in. And he's like, if I got all those chances and failed as much as him, I'd be fired, but I'm not you. He was like, I'm not plastic, I'm not see-through, I'm not silicone. He started ripping into Roman back and forth over and over again, and then he was so fired up he starts walking around ringside, and he says he's got shots for everyone. Pat McAfee. He brings up McAfee's comments on SmackDown, saying that he challenged Pat McAfee, and he says he calls him Pat McAfee, talking about his right-wing views, saying that he said that he would whoop his narrow ass, and he says that that McAfee, if you want to step up, you want to talk about the ticket sales, well, how about you call the agent who force feeds you into our product, and you ask him to lower the ticket prices, which got a big response from the fans. He says that he wants that the prices should be lowered so that the families can see him step on Roman Reigns' neck at WrestleMania. And he's also got a receipt coming for Pat McAfee, and he states that he is CM Punk and he approved this message. What a promo by Punk. This was the fire. This was the passion that CM Punk became known for. This is most definitely a work shoot. This ain't a shoot promo. Just want to make that clear. This is a work shoot that was probably conceived by WWE Creative and CM Punk. There was a series of different reports about this promo from various outlets coming off the heels of last night's Monday Night Raw, with people talking about the reaction from people in the back, as well as the reaction from WWE Creative and who came up with this. But I just want to say it was a great promo, great delivery by CM Punk. That's what Punk is known for. He just knows how to bring a nugget of truth proof. That's all he needs to deliver a high-powered, memorable promo, and I think that he did that here. He definitely pulled through, and this is the biggest talking point from last night's show in a major way. There was the report from, I believe, PW Insider, who said that WWE had a plan for what they expected Punk to say on Raw, but he went out there and he cut a different promo from the heart. They said, and I quote, "We have not heard of any fallout from the promo, but we are also told much of what Punk said mirrors backstage frustration among talent over the last several weeks. They have heard that from several talents who have expressed frustration with the fact that tickets are priced so high, that there are so many left for the top show of the year, and that while there are so many available seats, only 2 comp tickets are being granted to talent for the night they are performing. Anything additional they would need to purchase themselves." So that was an interesting report coming off the heels. You also got Brian Alvarez on the Wrestling Observer Radio. He noted that WWE has been discussing lowering the ticket prices coming up this summer. So this seems like this was a work shoot where Punk used real life frustration from not only himself but others in the locker room when it comes to the whole TKO involvement, the whole involvement of Pat McAfee in the main event of night 1 of WrestleMania with the Cody Rhodes Randy Orton storyline. And we'll get JJ's thoughts on that. I've talked about it enough over the last couple of days. But yeah, this was CM Punk in his bag. This was the fire that's been missing for a lot of his promos. Like, he's been a part of great promo exchanges on the road to WrestleMania. The first one with Roman, we've continued to praise that and talk about that so many times, but we both admitted we felt like Roman Reigns got the better of that promo and he had the better material in that promo. The second promo, I felt like it was kind of lowbrow and scraping the bottom of the barrel and really having followed it up and escalated things even further after Punk bring up the late father. He probably won that promo exchange, but they kind of had nowhere else to go and to elevate it even more after that. And I think that the feud has basically suffered because of that. But this was CM Punk putting fire back under the boil when it comes to him and Roman Reigns. The first part of this promo was a very effective promo in regards to drawing the heat, bringing the differences between him and Roman Reigns, saying that Roman Reigns was the hand-picked guy from Vince McMahon, tearing down Vince McMahon for his being a weird old man, tearing down The Rock for his involvement over the last couple of years and keeping that vendetta that he's had with The Rock over the last decade and a half. So this was he knocked this out the park. He knocked this out the park. But I will say there was a couple of lies in there, and CM Punk has gotten to the point where you can't just look at his promos in the art of it's a pro wrestling promo, it's part of fiction, because CM Punk is so close to the man that is Phil Brooks. So it does come off a little disingenuous when you're talking about lower ticket prices, but you're also going to brag about how you've set all these record gates. It comes off a little bit disingenuous when you're talking about authenticity, but you're apologizing to Saudi Arabia. All these things, it comes off a little disingenuous when you're saying Pat McAfee when you're working for the MAGA wrestling company. So this is a great promo, but there is a lot of hypocritical things a part of it. So I just wanted to address that and acknowledge that. What did you
think? This one, just off rip, I thought this promo was absolutely phenomenal. I thought it was phenomenal. And not because I think that's why I said the internet has ruined everything, is because if this promo was 2011, this might have been one of the greatest promos of all time. But with all the context and all the availability and all the accessibility that everyone has, so many people just don't believe it to the degree of what he did back then anymore. So it's like,
I think that has less to do with the internet and more to do with Punk's actions and what he said over the years.
I think both can be right at the same time. Yeah. And obviously I'm not over here anybody that knows me, I'm not a CM Punk glazer, but when CM Punk, so I think when we're in the world of CM Punk, we just know we have to be in the CM Punk is in his own universe. The universe is not the same for CM Punk as it is for everyone else. So CM Punk truly believes everything that he says, regardless of how much cap it is, regardless of how nonsensical it is, regardless of how factually false it is. He believes it. He'll say literally the opposite thing the following week, and he'll believe it. He's in his own universe. And that is something that is why so many people love CM Punk. Is because CM Punk steers, he basically rides to the beat of his own drum, and he's always been that way, and he's not apologetic for it. And to a degree, that's why I like CM Punk as well. But I'm not like this, oh my God, CM Punk is like godly. But what he said about when he started with the Wrestling Town, I like the delivery. The delivery was absolutely top notch because he had immediately addressed that Roman wasn't in the building tonight. And then that shit got a ton of boos, and I fucking booed that shit because I'm like, nigga, it's fucking 2 weeks away from WrestleMania. You literally got 2 fucking dates, and you can't come to the 2 dates that you have left. 2?
No,
like
I got put through a table last week. I'm good.
If there was like some real frustration there, that was probably some of it too. Because it's like, dog, we have 2 weeks to knock this shit out the park, to make this shit interesting. You know this show isn't sold out, but you just decide, oh, I'm not coming this week. So you're going to come for the one go-home show and have now CM Punk essentially do all the legwork and really carry this feud for an entire week. And now you come back, there's only 6 days left before your actual match, with the event not being sold out. Like what in the actual fuck? Like, change your schedule a little bit. Do what the fuck you had to do on Monday and do it on fucking Tuesday or Wednesday. You only work 1 day a week. How the fuck you can't make it? I'm sorry. So yeah, so part of that was like, yeah, like this is some bullshit. Like dog, we know you're gonna take a long ass break after WrestleMania anyway. So it's like, dog, like, come to work. It's literally 3 shows left that you got to do. That's it. So he went on his tirade about that, and I did like I really liked the response that he gave about Roman being on Jimmy Fallon and him not being on Jimmy Fallon, and him calling Roman he called him safe. He knows what they're gonna get out of him. And they can't have somebody like CM Punk on there because he's unpredictable. They don't know what he's gonna do, or they don't know what he's gonna say.
I've seen this guy on ESPN all the time. That was part of it, where it was like it comes off disingenuous.
It's called a clapback, SP3. Remember,
it wasn't a good one.
This is CM Punk's universe. I think that's what people keep failing to realize, is that he is not in the normal spectrum of reality. Yes, he was literally on First Take. He was like, he's on shows too. But he's going to call out Roman because Roman called him out for saying, well, you wonder why the champion is not on here and I am. So CM Punk, clapped back at what Roman said. So to a degree, I get that. Like, yeah, you got to clap back. The man just literally talked shit about you last week. And then on the show that you work at, you're not here. Like, but you got time to go to Jimmy Fallon. But you don't got time to come to your own motherfucking product with your own motherfucking brand that you work for. You don't work for Jimmy Fallon, but you got time for that shit. So it's like, dog, like sometimes, like, see it for what it is. And I was like, yeah, he don't work for Fallon, but he works for Raw, but he can't come to Raw and only do the one segment. Basically, he would have came to work and only did the one segment, worked for like 15, 20 minutes, and then he could have went on his merry fucking way. But no, he doesn't show up. So CM Punk goes off on him, and I applauded that shit. So I was like, yeah, good on you, because that's some bullshit. 2 weeks left and you can't come to fucking work. But so he goes on, and I fucking just love the delivery of it all, and him calling out once he hit the ticket prices part. This is the manufactured part. This is the manufactured part from TKO for WWE. You already know they have a full-on plan to lower prices before WrestleMania so they can attempt to sell as many or sell out.
Oh, no, they're not going to do it before WrestleMania.
Right before. I'm pretty sure they're going to do
something.
They're not.
Right. They're not.
Well, we'll see. We will see. If it happens, that's how you know this was manufactured. Because this would then be CM Punk's promo to the fans to let them know that something's happening. And the best person to possibly say that is the rebel that most people love and most people don't understand. So it's like, all right, if they do it, this is effective as hell, because then they could say the voice of the voiceless had a voice and he fucking said something to benefit the fans. God damn, that shit would make him more over than fucking ever if he is the reason that prices get lowered.
Yeah.
But that part is like, all right, I want you to bake this in there. But if this is our plan, we might do it if we don't sell out. But if they fucking continue to sell tickets at regular price, or if they don't sell tickets, like, dog, they're not gonna not sell fucking 5,000 to 7,000 tickets. They're gonna find a way, because I think that 2 per talent is absolutely fucking ridiculous. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous. Like, you have a building that can hold up to 60,000 fucking people, and you're telling me your talent is only able to collect about 300 to 400 of those? That's fucking insane. That's fucking insane. But that's literally barely a fraction. And the McAfee was great, man. The McAfee was great, even though he worked. So it's like, there's people that work. If you work for the brand, yes, you're collecting a check from these people, but you also might have a sort of different belief from the people that you now work for, because people's narratives change. People's company directions change all the fucking time. Literally, the company I work for is going through a directional change right now. Do I agree with all of it? Hell fucking no. But am I going to just quit and stop making money? Hell fucking no. So
no, but I just said, like, it comes off disingenuous because he's not this moral high ground that he was a decade ago. That's all I feel. I agree with you, though. The delivery and what he was saying, excellent stuff. This was, like I said, he knocked this out of the park. This was a great promo. But CM Punk has positioned himself so closely aligned with who he is in real life that it's hard to just look at it as just a wrestling promo because of the things that he has said in the past and how he's turned back on that in a lot of his actions.
Oh, yeah. Again, he's in his own fucking universe. So he's going to stand 10 toes down on what he said 5 years ago, and then stand 10 toes down on taking everything back. I don't understand how people don't get this by now. Like, this is who he is. He is the loud version of I am whatever you need me to be.
Yeah.
That's CM Punk in a nutshell. He is whatever you need him to be, and he is going to go 10 toes down on it. Whether you believe him or not, whether you fucking fuck with him or not, whether you believe the words he's saying or not, he's going 10 toes down. And that I respect the hell out of. Because even if every word that he said was false or true, there is a fraction, and a very small fraction of people, and not even 1% of people in the universe can deliver it the way he did.
Oh no, he's a top 10, top 5 promo of all time. There's no denying that. He's one of the best ever. And this I will push back on in defense of CM Punk. I may be saying I don't believe any pipe bomb is a pipe bomb in 2026. I'll just let you know. The original pipe bomb wasn't really a pipe bomb because that was a work shoot as well. WWE knew everything he was saying in 2011, just like this WWE regime knew everything or knew at least the bullet points of what Punk was going to say out here tonight.
The only person that I believed up until a day that they didn't know what he was going to say was Joey Styles when he quit the WWE on the spot.
Yeah.
That was the only time that I believe that they did not know what that man was going to say. And he quit on the spot, on live TV. Everything else is worked in. I just, for the life of me, don't... God, they've been called the WWE for how long? And the E is called entertainment.
It's true. It's true.
They've been in the entertainment business for how many years? It is the entertainment that fucking sinks us all in, that hooks us all in. And now it's our jobs, which most of us are very bad at, to decipher what's real, what's not. Because people like to decipher and cut through the fucking grass all the time. And most of the time, people get cut because they always cut the wrong fucking area, and usually they're wrong. But that's literally what we do for a living all the time. Because everyone's right.
But I need to ask you, what was your reaction to Pat McAfee being revealed as the Randy Orton mystery caller on Friday Night SmackDown?
These niggas thought they were cooking. I guarantee you these niggas thought they were cooking. I guarantee you these niggas thought they were cooking because no one saw it coming. No one saw that happening. No one predicted it. No one envisioned it. And that's the shit that I think either people are really, really upset about or really, really annoyed about, is because no one had a fucking clue this was happening. Now, on the flip side, this was an absolutely astronomically stupid fucking move. Like, what the fuck, out of everybody in the history of Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes' career, does fucking Pat McAfee play in being the reason of voice and the person that actually turns Randy Orton into a fucking killer? We needed Pat McAfee for that. We needed him to make Randy Orton realize that Randy Orton is great. We needed Pat McAfee to realize that Randy Orton is in a GOAT conversation. We needed Pat McAfee to enhance the main event of WrestleMania Night 1. What? Dog, how out of touch you niggas are. Like you niggas are way too out of touch. You are so far out of touch. You guys they just said we're gonna do something that no one fucking thought about, but didn't think if it was gonna be any good.
Yeah, apparently it wasn't WWE. This is what WWE have put out there to the media, is that it wasn't them that pitched this. It was Ari Emanuel, because he feels that Pat McAfee has the star power, celebrity power to push for the ticket sales of WrestleMania, and that Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes needed something else. So it was Ari Emanuel, the owner, CEO of TKO, who made the decision to put Pat McAfee involved in it. But the worst part of it is Pat McAfee cutting that promo. That promo and talking about how the ticket sales are low, the worst rated SmackDown, and all of this, and just ripping the whole company apart. This was WCW 2000s levels of bad.
Dog, what? This is how you know that this clown, R. Emanuel, doesn't even watch the product.
No.
All he pays attention to is the numbers and the metrics. That is literally that son of a bitch is literally like your CEO or your regional or your fucking vice president only looking at black and white and seeing fucking results. And he's like, what can I do to inject something into this? And has no fucking clue about the tradition, the history, the nature, and what makes people come to wrestling shows. Clearly, he has no fucking clue. Because Pat McAfee, Cody Rhodes, and Randy Orton, the only thing they all have in common is that they all been on What Do You Want to Talk About? That's literally it. But you think he is going to inject more substance into this match, and this is an absolute one-off, you fucking idiot. When these two are in a fucking 20-year history with each other, which is all they fucking needed, and that history has many parts. That history literally has the same fucking enemy in Kevin Owens. They literally have the same enemy. They have people from their past. They have people from their present that is actually in the wrestling business. Not a football player turned NXT commentator to sometimes having a match to Raw commentator to now running his show at the Thunderdome in Indianapolis. That's why everyone is so fucking annoyed about it, is because he has nothing to do with this shit. And the promo that he cut, God, the wrong person again. Like the wrong person again. So you take a non-person from the company to basically glorify and highlight the facts of their down fucking slide in their ratings, in their fucking approvals, in their fucking ratings that this dick face is getting off the fucking internet. Like this dude is and you know what, to a degree, it's like I can't even fully blame Pat McAfee. This is all TKO and the WWE's fault. Pat McAfee was called to do a job, and Pat did the fucking job.
Yeah, it was also reported that McAfee didn't want to do it at first. Like, he had to be convinced and probably paid more money to do it.
And the thing is, I think when people watch shit like that, you don't blame the fucking person performing the act. Someone made that person do the act. So Pat McAfee was minding his own business, and then his fucking phone goes off and gets this dumbass story pitched to him. But Pat is like, WrestleMania, it is kind of cool. Maybe I could turn chicken shit into chicken salad. And no, that chicken shit remained chicken shit. Like it just became diarrhea. It was really the wrong person given all of those messages, and it's like, what? Like it. And the crazy part is, if it was someone else literally saying those words, the promo wouldn't have been as bad. But it was Pat McAfee who said it. So it makes it fucking awful.
Makes it worse. Yeah, Pat McAfee's talking about one in the Attitude Era back for Randy Orton, who never wrestled in the Attitude Era, not 1 minute.
But that Cody Rhodes response, I don't give a fuck what anybody said. That shit was fire.
I thought that
Cody
sucked
Rhodes.
too.
I don't give a fuck. And the
too.
reason why is that something needs to get under Cody Rhodes' skin to actually be fiery. And if this bullshit
him mention, this is why I like Punk's better than Cody Rhodes, and I feel like it's the juxtaposition to Cody Rhodes.
Don't do that.
No. Let me land, because CM Punk is calling out the TKO brand and saying lower the ticket prices. Cody Rhodes bigged up the TKO brand in his promo, whether y'all believe it or not, because he said, "Oh, I know who represents you, Pat McAfee, and kiss my ass and everything." And then he went on to say, "I set a record gate with WrestleMania last year with John Cena. I set a record gate with Roman Reigns." Literally, you only set a record gate because TKO raised the prices. So you're literally, the people that you think you're cutting a promo on, you're actually praising them by mentioning the record gate. There was no reason to mention that. Like, the first part of the promo was the peak of the promo, mentioning that this was the equivalent, comparing him to Disco Inferno, saying that he's Logan Paul without muscles. Great stuff. That other shit, that was just Cody being the corporate guy saying, "I am the face of the company." He was very overcompensating. That's what it felt like.
Listen, when you mad, I think Cody was mad. I think Cody was mad because I think at the same time, people have literally called this a straight B grade main event for WrestleMania night 1. This is literally like the default night 1, and the only reason this match is in the main event is because it's for the WWE Championship. Part of that frustration is like, he's like, the record gate was set for WrestleMania 39, 40, and 41 with the Roman Reigns, The Rock, Roman Reigns, and John Cena. God damn it, I was in that match too.
But you only drew because of those people in TKO like, raising the ticket price.
When you're mad, you don't think about all of that other dumb. You don't think about how fucking how you're literally kind of helping the others by saying, like, get mad at some point and let me hear how that goes. If you spit all facts.
Hey, I'm not told by my creative team to say anything on this channel here. He was told by his creative team to go out there and speak from the heart, and he I don't think he did that well. I think that he doubled down on it. Basically, the whole Pat McAfee promo could be described as, "This company sucks," and then Cody Rhodes promo can just be described as, "That segment sucked." I don't think either one of those help out the company or the program that you're trying to sell.
Cody is so far down the corporate tunnel, like, he doesn't realize how deep he is. And it's almost to a degree, like, even if that promo, I thought the promo was good, it's just not gonna come off authentic. And no, I thought it was like, and again, so I'm going back to the delivery of Cody Rhodes and the fire and what he desperately needed, because he desperately needs an edge, like, because he's this edgeless, cool, and coming out in a suit every week and all of this other pop propaganda and bullshit and being QB1 and all of this like, dog, leave that shit to the NFL, dog. Like this is wrestling. Like, nobody gives a fuck about a QB1 in wrestling. Like, but now it's the Cody fans are gonna support Cody no matter what. But the people that's like impartial, the people that's like unbiased, are gonna be like, dog, like, come on, man, every fucking week. Like, it's like it feels ultra repetitive. So I like that this was something like different out of him. And even though you're listening to the dialogue, I was paying attention to his energy. And I was
it was good. I think Cody has great delivery in a lot of his promos. It didn't land the way that it wanted to, with me at least. It just didn't land like that. This CM Punk promo, it did land. It did express a lot of the frustration that they have with TKO. I can understand Cody, he had that emotion. He did have that emotion in being upset that TKO and Pat McAfee were getting involved in everything. But it was him trying to be too cute, him trying to play towards the internet fan, whereas I felt like CM Punk was playing more to the fans in the building, which is what you should be doing here.
Yeah, I mean, the dangerous part about this for like Cody, for me, is I'm not sure if if he turns heel, if it's gonna work.
I don't know.
Like
I mean,
you know,
this being the third year in a row that TKO and Ari Emanuel have gotten involved in his program. I've said it multiple times on a couple of different platforms, and I'll say it to you. It, to me, reads as TKO is not only saying like a vote of no confidence to Triple H and him being the head of creative and what he's been doing this year in the lead up to WrestleMania, it's also a vote of no confidence to Cody Rhodes, because this is 3 years in a row. Year one, they tried to replace Cody with The Rock against Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40. Year two, they had to call on The Rock to come and increase the ticket sales for Elimination Chamber, and then they turned John Cena heel. And then this year we got Pat McAfee. We're going down the tree. We went very low on the tree. You know, Rock and Cena are like right here on top of the tree, and then we went all the way down and hit a celebrity branch of Pat McAfee.
But are they reacting to what's actually happening? But they're reacting poorly, but they're reacting to what's actually. Cody Rhodes is not selling these buildings out.
I agree with that. I agree.
So,
I agree. No, I agree with TKO. I don't think Cody's the guy. I think that this is a manufactured thing by Triple H. Triple H wants Cody to be the face of the company, wants to give Cody the credit for being the lead guy who led them to this boom period. But I think everybody who has a rational mind and have watched all of this saying, no, he's not the guy. It was Roman. It was definitely Roman. He was number two. He's a great number two. He's one of the best number twos of all time. But he ain't number one. Number one is Roman.
Because you know what's crazy? It feels like at the moment, and this can all change. This could change next year. This can change in 3 months. It's like Femi's a better draw than Cody Rhodes right now. And people are, they moved Oba and Brock to night 2. Because if that shit was on night 1, that shit should have main evented.
Yeah, but it's gonna be the first thing they see on the main ESPN channel.
Yeah, so it's gonna be the opening match on ESPN on Sunday night, that's a big fucking deal.
Yes, that's as big as main eventing WrestleMania. Yeah,
that's a big See, we'll get to that later. But my God, the faith that they have in putting that man Femi on, and of course Brock has a lot to do with this as well, but to put that man on national ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports, to have everyone see, that's a big fucking deal.
I agree 100%. 1000%. And great, thanks for all the comments in the chat. We got a couple of super chat donations to go to. Ryan Lambert once again saying we've gone from LOL TNA to Triple H ha 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 WWE. Thank you for the super chat donation, Ryan. And yeah, this is crazy. Yeah. I didn't think that we would see this, but it really feels like we are seeing WWE versus TKO behind the scenes.
Yeah, and if anybody hasn't seen, they published both night 1 and night 2's cards in full.
Yeah, I got that. I got that in my notes.
Yeah. So because I know there was, if there's any questions or comments, they published both this morning, and it was like, they threw all the niggas in night 2.
Mm-hmm. They threw the big stars on night 2. They know where the money's at. They know that's the one that has the most ticket sales.
They threw all the niggas and the heavy hitters in night 2, bro. Oh my God.
Yeah, they went ham with that. But yeah, what do you think about the whole TKO versus WWE behind the scenes of all of this?
It's one brand that sees metrics and one brand that doesn't know how to improve metrics, and they're arguing. It's simple logic. Like, the WWE is not delivering the numbers because their product is not really good right now. And TKO is really upset because WWE is not delivering any of the numbers that they fucking invested so much money in. So it's like, how the fuck do we make this better? I don't know how we make this better. And we're just going to now argue like fucking stupid siblings. And it's just, I think that because TKO...
It's playing out on the scenes. Like, we can't even say that it's just behind the scenes now. It's playing out on the screen now.
Because TKO is out of touch with the tradition of WWE and wrestling. And all they are in touch with is numbers and metrics. So back when the cinema era was everything was all fine and dandy and wonderful and was the hot thing to make them want to acquire them and really fucking take that shit to the next level. But cinema doesn't last forever. You got to put on a product that continues. Roman Reigns ain't going to be there all the time. Roman Reigns is getting older. What y'all saw at his peak was 4 or 5 years ago. And now all of a sudden that peak is dwindled down and y'all don't have a new peak. Y'all don't have a new bloodline. Y'all don't have a new aura #1 guy that fucking draws and sells out every fucking building that he steps into. You got a bunch of regular guys that's really, really good, and you're trying to force one to be the ace, and that ace ain't cutting it.
Yeah, pretty much. It's crazy. I'm
crazy.
loving it. I'm loving it though. It's so much fun to see,
bro,
to watch.
It's like literally, it's just like a crazy time to watch like fucking how messy a fucking how messy a bad company is handling another bad company. like because neither one, like TKO is not clearly all TKO is about money. Like it's like they could give 2 fucks about what the product is. All they care about is that end bottom dollar and what the sales are. And the WWE is struggling to deliver what the fans actually want to see to make them spend the money. So they're just like, what the fuck do we do? I don't know what the fuck to do. Well, fucking do something. Well, you know what? You're getting Pat McAfee on SmackDown now.
Here, you're going to eat your broccoli, and it's called Pat McAfee.
That's what the argument looks like on live TV. You get it on Friday night, and you're getting it on Monday.
Getting more of it on Monday. So we're going to see some work shoots, I guess, until the road to WrestleMania is over and maybe coming out of it as well. But continue on with this episode of Monday Night Raw. We get a recap of LA Knight's invasion of IShowSpeed stream. Then we get Speed backstage and he runs into Danhausen. He asks Danhausen to lift the curse that was put on him, but Danhausen only agreed to do it if he got a mention on his stream. Speed didn't agree, so Danhausen vanished. Then Adam Pearce tried to tell Speed that he should leave, but Austin Theory and Logan Paul of the Vision grabbed Speed and says that he would be safe with them and that he needed Speed in his corner for his matchup. Did not tell him who the matchup was against because, of course, it was against LA Knight. That leads right into the matchup. LA Knight going one-on-one with Austin Theory. We get some chain wrestling early on before Knight pushed back and tossed Theory across the ring. Theory rolled out of the ring, but then he re-entered to immediately get caught by a clothesline by Knight. Knight hit him with a baseball slide drop kick to the outside. He took a break as Knight had the upper hand on Theory in the timekeepers area. We returned from break and Knight went for a neck breaker, but Theory caught him with a running blockbuster and got a near fall. We get the action spilled outside as Knight bashed Theory's head into the turnbuckle and into the announce table a few times. Logan Paul tried to get involved, but got taken out by Knight for his troubles. Then Knight basically approached IShowSpeed and threatened him not to get involved. We get IShowSpeed then found himself caught in the fray as Logan Paul pushed him into LA Knight. LA Knight ran after Speed. Speed tried to get away, but then the Usos theme music hit. And yes, I meant the Jey Uso music, not the theme music they had last week. They changed that immediately. You get IShowSpeed, who leaps over LA Knight in a great show of agility, paces back to the ring, but LA Knight is able to catch him. He grabs onto him until Logan Paul jumps on the apron. He punches him off the apron, and then Austin Theory grabs LA Knight from behind. He rolls him up, handful of tights, and gets the 1-2-3. This was not even a matchup. This was like the match was like a backdrop for the angle and everything going on at ringside more than anything. After the matchup, though, IShowSpeed is still in the ring and he tries to beg off from from the Usos and LA Knight asking for forgiveness. The Usos grab him up and they look to give him the 1D, but Logan Paul grabs IShowSpeed and pulls him out the ring to safety. This led to Knight grabbing the microphone and he asks for a 6-man tag team matchup at WrestleMania. Said that this match is too big for anywhere else than Mania, and he asks Adam Pearce to make it official. Adam Pearce says that he tried to tell IShowSpeed that he shouldn't be here, but he didn't listen. So yes, it is official for WrestleMania. IShowSpeed and The Vision going up against the Usos and LA Knight. Out of all the celebrities, and this is the celeb era of WWE with Jelly Roll and Pat McAfee and Little Yachty being involved in the WrestleMania build, I think out of all of them, IShowSpeed is the only one who is doing entertaining stuff and also is not out of place. Like, you got Pat McAfee in a WrestleMania main event build where he has no business being there story-wise or the level of celebrity that he is wise. This feels like a celebrity that is being used in a mid-card feud, and that is something that I can buy into and I'm all right with. And plus, Speed has shown that he actually has a genuine love for WWE and for wrestling, and he's showing the effort there, and he's doing it a part of his stream that gets million something views with LA Knight and stuff. I can get down with this. It just, though, I can't enjoy it the way I wish I could enjoy it because of all the other celebrity involvement. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm not going to discredit IShowSpeed for his efforts because of everybody else sucking. IShowSpeed has, he's been doing his thing, man. Like the fact that, one, he's had a history of taking bumps in the past. Like, he's done the whole getting fucking killed by Braun Breaker, taking the fucking nasty RKO from Randy Orton. Like he's been connected for a bit. And obviously you want to take advantage of having literally one of the biggest streaming artists in the world. And he's placed in a situation that no one wanted to see whatsoever. And don't fucking lie if anyone wanted to see the Usos versus The Vision at WrestleMania. So at least this makes it watchable that he's going to be a part of it, because no one wanted anything to do with that. And then it gives LA Knight something to do. It's giving LA Knight something to do as well, because LA Knight had nothing. And no one in the fucking world wanted to see a rematch between The Vision and the Usos, especially at WrestleMania. So, yeah, perfectly placed. Gonna probably be like the break match that people can fucking go to concessions for, and there's gonna be a whole bunch of people that stays and watches it. But if I was going to the show, this would be my break match.
Yeah. I don't really need to see it.
And you need a break match for WrestleMania. So I'm good with it.
But unfortunately, it sounds like it's going to be the opener for night one.
Are you fucking... Oh, yeah. It is going to be on ESPN2.
Yep.
Well, I guess you're going to have to find your break somewhere else, niggas. Because I'm telling you, you're going to need a break for WrestleMania. There ain't no way around that shit. You're going to need a break. You are not going to be thoroughly entertained for 4.5 hours.
Oh, we gotta make beats. This is the Danhausen stuff. It's funny, but
so right. Oh my god,
why they got more storyline for Speed than Gunther? They got more storyline for all these celebrities than their actual guys that are here all the time.
Man, I don't. You're gonna that part is gonna come, and that's another big what the fuck moment.
Yeah. Yep. And we got a super chat donation here from Jay Miller, who says, I know the creative didn't warrant it, but it's disappointing that the men's tag titles won't be defended first time since Mania 23. Also, that women's US title, rolling eyes emoji. The women's United States Championship, the inaugural champion was crowned in December of 2024. We are going on, what is it now, 18 months where they have never been on a WWE premium live event.
Well, that's telling. And you know what? To be fair, if we get the match that we got last year for WrestleMania with the World Tag with the men's tag team champions involved, yeah, I'm good if we don't get it. Because last year
I think this is I agree with what you said. I think this is better use of the World Tag Team Champions is a celebrity match, is
guys,
involving IShowSpeed, getting LA Knight on the card as well.
I hope y'all remember what last year's tag team championship match was that was featured in WrestleMania. Oh, it was the War Raiders versus the New Day that no one remembers.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
So I'm good without them shits being defended on the show because the company don't give a fuck about the tag title. So why should we?
Very fair. And it's not like they have done anything with R-Truth and Damian Priest that's going to be on the WrestleMania.
Oh God. Yeah. So you 4 singles niggas is holding the championships right now.
Basically.
Got it. But we won't see that shit on WrestleMania. I'm good.
We get a recap of Pat McAfee aligning with Randy Orton from SmackDown that aired. Even McAfee is now a part of the graphic. Did you see him on the graphic for Orton and Cody?
That was a straight TKO move right there. That was a straight TKO move.
Did you see the McAfee comments on his show yesterday? Where he was calling the fans dipshits and talking about the internet wrestling community don't like this. But hey, you guys should buy tickets to WrestleMania. You are basically insulting the fans that you are then going to ask to buy tickets for WrestleMania.
To spend money. That's TKO being completely out of touch. You don't make people spend thousands of dollars by shitting on them. Like, bro, that's not even shit you did in 1995. Like, yeah. Shit on me, call me fucking dipshits, and then be like, oh yeah, go buy a ticket and buy a fucking plane ticket, buy a hotel room, because most of the people that's going to WrestleMania aren't from fucking Vegas.
No. We got our main man,
fucking dumb
Corey Hayes. Corey Hayes joining us in the chat saying lower ticket prices. I mean, they're not going to do it for WrestleMania. I don't see it happening.
Because you know why? Especially if they don't do it. Because they'll be in danger of not shattering their previous gate.
Exactly. That's what it's all about. It's all about the year-over-year growth. Even if they don't sell as many tickets as last year, if they can get the gate over what they got at WrestleMania, they're fine with that.
So, like, if they sell 10,000 less tickets, but they make $2 million more dollars, it's still the highest gate in WrestleMania history.
Record gates. Even though fucking we got to tarp half the fucking building. Doesn't matter.
Oh, TKO is man. Those are rich people problems I would never want to be a part of, bro, because that place is a bunch of fucking, those people are dipshits. That's a group of dipshits over there. Like, oh my God. Bunch of rich dipshits. I guess that's what we need to become. We need to become dumb dipshits so we could get rich.
Sounds like a good move.
We have too much common sense.
Oh, and since we just talked about McAfee and you talked about Cody earlier, you ever seen the meme of 2 dumb bitches telling each other exactly? You seen that one where they said that? It's like 2 dumb bitches telling each other exactly. Here's my version of it.
This nigga put himself on Cody's show. It is not enough that this nigga put himself in Brock and Ober's fucking rivalry.
Oh, we'll get into that. Because that was hilarious.
Himself on Cody's show. This ain't helping Cody, dog. This is making Cody look more stoogey than ever.
I got spoiler material. You want to hear what they said to each other?
Oh my god, this nigga did not.
Cody.
I didn't see
Cody
this little
goes.
clip.
Cody goes. So then I told Dwayne, and then they both at the same time, both Paul and Cody say, "I'm the face of the company," and then they both say to each other, "Exactly."
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Triple H will be the special guest.
And since when?
What do you want to talk about?
Since when do niggas call themselves the face of the fucking company? This is as LeBron James' shit as you can get. Calling yourself the GOAT. That's the shit that annoyed me about Roman Reigns with his promos. Is anointing yourself. Like, the fact that these niggas anointed them. Oh, I'm the face. Or I'm the face. Exactly. I'm the face too. Like, what the fuck? That's for us to decide who the face is, you fucking buffoons. My God, people. Yo. The internet has ruined everything. I'm standing 10 toes down on that.
It's not the internet. It's WWE.
It's the
and
people
TKO.
on the internet.
These are people on the internet.
So dumb. Like,
He doesn't like to be on camera.
You know what? It's literally, we have it right here on this channel, right here. SP3 does not anoint himself as the face of the True Heel Heat channel. You do. And it is deserved. And it is earned. And it is rightfully so. But this man has never come on here and said, the face of True Heel Heat, the Phenom SP3.
I literally call Romeo the face of True Heat.
Like, the fuck? Like, if a bunch of thousandaires can figure it out, how the fuck can't billionaires figure it out? Fucking idiots.
Back
and
to
two
the
of
show.
them sitting there. And Triple H is making Cody look like a bigger idiot.
Back to the show. We were supposed to get Finn Balor versus JD McDonough, and I was like, oh man, that's gonna steal the show. So of course we didn't get that. Finn Balor comes out to the ring and he's attacked from behind by Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Finn, they even do like Finn's pose with JD in the ring and Dom at the outside. But Finn tries to fight back. He fights off Dom for a little bit. Then JD joins him and he fights him out for a little bit, throws him into the ring post. They fight in the inside until Dom attacks Finn from behind. They grab a steel chair and they start driving it into Finn's chest. The numbers game get the better of him as JD and Dom stand tall over their former Judgment Day stablemate. More on this later on in the show, but were you disappointed we didn't get Finn versus JD? Because I know I was.
Yes. Because this fucking match had history attached to it. And this match could have been a fucking banger and to show up the fucking match of the night. And this fucking doofus that's titleless in the WWE has to come and fucking ruin it. Thanks, Triple H, for ruining more shit. You're clearly an early onset LVP candidate for this fucking show. Golly.
Oh,
so I didn't care about the beatdown because I was mad that this shit didn't occur.
This is a t-shirt right here. This has to be a t-shirt.
That
THH greater than HHH.
If we get that t-shirt, I'm buying multiple.
We gotta get it. I'm gonna hit up Johnny because you know Johnny is the artist of the crew. If he could make a design or a graphic like that, that'd be perfect. That'd be perfect.
Niggas just took away the match of the night for a fucking beatdown. And guess what that made more difficult? Deciding a match of the night.
I think there was one that was clear later on in the show, but yeah. We get an AJ Lee video package highlighting her journey in WWE during her first run, and then some clips of her current run after winning the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship. That segues into a sit-down interview with AJ Lee conducted by Michael Cole, or so we thought, as Becky Lynch would show up and rudely interrupt this interview. She sends Michael Cole packing. The challenger to AJ Lee's Intercontinental Championship disses the champion, saying that her last WrestleMania appearance, she was like, "Do you remember that day?" She was like, "I saw you backstage and you knew I was going to come and take over the WWE Women's Division. So what did you do? The very next day, you quit." Lynch put over her WrestleMania acumen, stating that it was her home. She was like, she is the first ever woman to win the main event of WrestleMania. She's had all these big moments, all these big matches on the WrestleMania stage, and AJ is in her home now. AJ responds and fires back by saying that people kept underestimating her, and that's exactly what Becky is doing. The fans never forgot who she was, though, even after all the years away from WWE. But she is proud of what Becky Lynch has been able to achieve in her absence. She is proud of all the championships, all the big moments, all the accolades, but you wouldn't have been able to get any of them if it wasn't for me. I am your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler. I am your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler. And she says, whenever you go home and you put your little daughter down to sleep and you ask her who's her favorite wrestler, she will say AJ Lee. At WrestleMania, she's going to prove that yet again when she beats her and retains the Intercontinental Championship. AJ walks off and Becky is left frustrated yet again against AJ. This came off better than their promos inside the ring, but they said absolutely nothing new of note at the same time.
Yeah, that's how I felt about it. This added literally nothing to the match. This did nothing for it. Like, it's literally copy and paste exactly what they said in their last encounter. So, there's that.
Do you think that this match is going to struggle because they haven't, because we said when we knew that they were going to do two matches with AJ Lee and Becky Lynch at Elimination Chamber and WrestleMania, we had all basically us and the chat had said, oh, they're probably going to put a stipulation on this. Does not seem like that's going to happen. Do you think that this match is going to struggle because of that, or can they bust out their best performance together?
I think they're going to do better than people think. I think they're going to do better than people think. I think the match is going to be better. I think the match is going to be better than Chamber. I don't want to be like, oh, this match is going to, be one of the matches of the night, because it probably won't be. But I think the match is going to be good. I think it's going to be one of those like good matches on the card, but not like great. Chamber was decent. Very slow start, but picked up a lot towards the end of the match. I think WrestleMania is, with them getting that, essentially that rust out of their system and chemistry, I think it's going to come off a little better for WrestleMania.
Up next, we get Bayley going one-on-one with Lash Legend. These are two of the 8 women who will be involved in the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship 4-way match at WrestleMania. The match opened up and Legend had the advantage early on until Bayley was able to fight back. Big boot by Lash before we go to commercial break. Come back from break and Legend hits Bayley with a backbreaker and gets a near fall. Bayley is able to fight back for a bit as she avoided a pump kick. However, Nia Jax clips Bayley's leg and trips her up. Lyra tries to fly at Nia, but Nia catches her and puts her down. Then Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair came out, and we got the funniest thing of the show, JJ. freaking Alexa jumps on Nia's back, and Charlotte starts using her leather jacket and gives her the weakest looking whips with the jacket I think I've ever seen.
Dog.
I couldn't stop laughing. I was like, what are you doing? Are you even doing anything? What the fuck is going on? Bayley takes out all three women on the outside, Charlotte, Alexa, and Nia. We then get her trying to come back into the ring and hit the elbow drop, but then Lash basically cuts her off. She goes for a superplex, but Bayley shifts her weight. She lands on Lash, and Lyra helps out Bayley by holding Lash's other foot down as Bayley gets the 1-2-3 to get the victory here, stealing the win. Later on, we would hear from Bayley and Lyra, who are very confident following their win that they will head to WrestleMania and finally win what they should have won last year and become the new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. What did you think about this match, Bayley and Lash? I thought it was fine, but the Charlotte whip spot was hilarious.
Why did this match happen?
To build up the tag team title match.
I'm gonna ask you again. Why did this match take place?
To build up the tag team title match.
Chat, why the fuck did this match happen?
So Charlotte
of this match.
So Charlotte could whip her with a jacket.
This was an utter waste of time. A complete waste of time. I guess just to get them on TV?
Yeah.
Sajo, I believe, yeah. Bloody hell. What the fuck was that?
So Bayley could have a win before, I agree.
Sure.
We got another super chat donation from our good brother Chuck Berries. Thank you so much, Chuck Berries, for the support. He says, despite my complaints, I can't shy away from my happiness for Bayley anytime she gets a win against a prominent competition. And this was Lash Legend's first singles loss since getting called up to the main roster as well. They protected her too with the finish.
Sure.
This guy is so bad.
This match had no reason to happen.
I mean, you could say that about most of the matches on this show.
Exactly. That's why I said not having the Finn and JD match. There's going to be that one match, but that shit is going to be a default. It's going to be a default W for them.
Hey, that was good. Then we get Seth freaking Rollins. He comes out to the ring, his first time making an entrance without a mask in 2026. Seth comes down and he hears the Houston crowd singing along with his theme song. He addresses them as he is Seth freaking Rollins, and he says that he is back. He showed excitement and gratefulness for the crowd, singing his entrance theme as he had been waiting for it after 6 long months away from the ring. He took in the crowd singing his song as he declared he was back. He talked about how in less than 2 weeks at WrestleMania, he was going one-on-one with the ring general Gunther. He was trying to figure out, though, how we all got here. Mainly because he and Gunther had no personal issues with one another. Rollins suggested that Gunther had a business relationship with Paul Heyman. Rollins stated that he had 2 missions coming back to WWE, and that's to take the World Heavyweight Championship he never lost and to kill the Vision. He talked about how Logan Paul and Austin Theory had issues with the Usos, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed were on the shelf, and that Brock Lesnar was put on a silver platter by Seth Rollins for Femi. Oh, so apparently he's responsible for Femi and Brock Lesnar. Triple H is not going to be happy about that. Rollins then tried to address the ring general Gunther again. That Gunther comes from behind and tries to ambush Rollins. Rollins was ahead of it and he avoided the sleeper and the brawl was on. He kicked Gunther off the apron. He then hits him with a nice looking tope suicida and started wearing down the strikes until Gunther started fighting back. Security and officials come out to separate the two, but Gunther takes advantage of that and he boots down Rollins as Rollins is taken down and Gunther is escorted away by more officials. We then head over to the backstage area where Gunther meets up with Paul Heyman. He's walking backstage and Paul Heyman comes up to him and he says, I don't know why you did what you did, but I just wanted to say that I owe you this. And he gives him a handshake, but Gunther pulls him in and he says, after what I do to Seth Rollins, you're going to owe me something way bigger than a handshake. He warns him and then he walks away from Heyman. WWE doesn't even know why they're doing Seth Rollins and Gunther, which is hilarious. They literally had Seth ask the question that everybody was asking. How the hell did we get here? Me and Gunther have no type of history. They tried to tell the story of like maybe there's a relationship being done by Gunther and Paul Heyman, but they didn't even let you like marinate with that type of like theory and like tease it like that could be it. They immediately tell you, no, that's not the case. Paul Heyman had no idea Gunther was coming out there. And now it's basically Gunther is the one that's orchestrating all of this. And a lot of people have assumed already before this segment on this show that Gunther is going to use the Paul Heyman favor trope or favor freaking MacGuffin and use it to get the retirement matchup against Brock later on this year. Which, if that's the case, makes me worried about the result of Femi and Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. So, hey, Gunther and Seth Rollins is going to be amazing when the bell rings at WrestleMania, but the lack of story is hurting my enjoyment of the build to get there. What do you think?
This promo was too funny. This shit was too funny, bro. Nigga said, how did we get here? Who the fuck knows? Who the fuck knows?
Like, how you expect me to know?
Like, nigga said, I ain't got no personal issue with him. We don't got no history. But I'm fighting him at the biggest show of the year. Just cause. Just cause. Yeah. Yeah. We just as clueless as you are, cuz. Like, what the fuck is this happening for? Don't know, but I guess we gonna try to tear the house down with no story attached to it, and try to make the match of the night out of nothing. This is their literal attempt of trying to turn chicken shit into chicken salad. Like, how? Like, these niggas question. Did not cross any paths. And then they gonna say I don't. And then they gonna have fucking Paul Heyman and Gunther the very next segment. I don't know why you did with just the fuck. And now what the fuck does Gunther need a Paul Heyman favor for? This shit is everywhere, bro. Yeah, sure. God damn, this shit is worse than I fucking thought it was. I thought this was not bad, and now we're fucking golly.
He's like, we're halfway through the show, and I'm just like confused on what I thought.
telling you, reviewing this shit without that Houston crowd got me all fucked up.
Houston crowd got you fooled, bro.
Niggas hoodwinked me, B.
I have no doubt Seth and Gunther will deliver, but yeah, it's tough out here. And yeah, Ace, they had a very short matchup on Raw when the NXT was feuding with the main roster, but no one remembers that, not even WWE.
Apparently, not even Seth Rollins, because he didn't even mention it.
Yeah. We all kind of suggested, but you're right. Rob said that as well, that he thought that maybe Paul Heyman had hired Gunther to take out Seth for him, but they just threw that story away and they went with, oh, now it's up to Gunther. Gunther knows.
I'm telling you, these niggas be watching this show, bro, because they wanted to debunk us being right. They don't want to give no credit to the little. They don't want to give no credit to the little channels, B. They're like, nah, we killing that notion. Nah, fuck that. Nah. Paul Heyman, you going out there and you saying that you had nothing to do with this immediately. The fuck did True Hill Heat do to you? Besides call your shit out.
That part.
Besides, right? That's a big
besides. Well, next up, it's Penta, Dragon Lee, and Javon Evans versus Los Americanos, El Grande, Bravo, and Ryu. El Grande dropped Evans with a knee as he and Los Americanos did a dance in the middle of the ring until you saw a flying Javon Evans taking everyone out. The action spilled outside as Lee, Evans, and Penta all took massive dives to the outside, looking great here, especially the Javon one where he just soared over the top rope. Penta took out El Grande with a big tope con hilo. The match resumed from break as Penta and Ryu were the legal men. Penta connected with an amazing rolling double DDT on Los Americanos. Meanwhile, in the ring, Lee hit Ryu with a basement drop kick. Lee attempted a Styles Clash, but Bravo pulled at his leg, which allowed Dragon to be hit with repeated headbutts from El Grande and Los Americanos. We then get Evans, who entered. He tried for the springboard cutter, but he got hit with a forearm in midair instead. Things hit a quickened pace as we get Dragon Lee connected with the Styles Clash finally, but El Grande broke up the cover. All 6 men were in the ring as Dragon Lee dropped El Grande with the Hurricane Rana from the apron, while Penta hit the Mexican Destroyer on Ryu on the apron. Then you get Evans, whose ex gives the shock face like, oh my God. And then he finally finishes things off on Bravo with the OG cutter. 1, 2, 3. Javon Evans, Penta, and Dragon Lee pick up the victory in a very fun trios matchup. The Houston crowd definitely got into this. I thought this was a very good matchup, fast-paced action. The baby faces were a lot of fun as a trio. One point they were doing the Penta walk and everything. After the matchup, we get some news in regards to the ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship coming up at WrestleMania as Rey Mysterio makes his return to WWE. He comes out to a huge ovation from the Houston crowd. He embraces with Evans, Dragon, and Penta. He gets on the mic and he talks about how cool it was for Penta's journey to take off with him becoming the new Intercontinental Champion. Mysterio says that he missed WrestleMania last year due to an injury. But as for this year, he spoke with Adam Pearce, and he says that he thought that the ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship was missing one extra person, and that would be him, Rey Mysterio. Penta agreed and seemed to welcome Rey into the Intercontinental Championship ladder match, so it's made official. It will be Rusev, JD McDonough, Dragon Lee, Javon Evans, and now Rey Mysterio challenging Penta in the 6-pack challenge ladder match coming up at WrestleMania 42. What did you think about the trios matchup and the addition of Rey Mysterio coming off of injury into a 6-way ladder match at WrestleMania?
So let me get this straight. Rey Mysterio wasn't healthy enough to fight Gunther.
No.
But he's healthy enough to go in the crazy ass ladder match with 5 other dudes.
Apparently so. Yep, apparently so.
These niggas are beyond out of touch, bro. Like, what are we doing?
Can't say you're wrong.
Like, yeah, I do think that this should have been the move to start with and not even mention anything about potentially having that long ass fucking wasted month of Gunther's life with Dragon Lee to lead to nothing. Oh, it led him to Seth Rollins. Oh, my bad.
That riveting story they're telling, right?
And then Dragon Lee to get his ass beat for about a month straight to then be in the same match as Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania. These niggas are fantastical storytellers.
Fantastical. It's fantastical.
Yo, my head is starting to hurt.
Hey, really fun trios match though.
Like these niggas, yeah, the match was actually fun. The match was fun. I was a little nervous on the landing of Pencha's Mexican Destroyer on the apron. He landed a little funny, but he looked like he was okay, so thank goodness for that. But yeah, this match was it was. If you blink, you missed. This match was really fast, really fun. But yeah, it was cool. But my God, how random is all of this? It's like these niggas has got a whole WrestleMania card with, and then they got the whole no rhyme, no reason aspect of it.
So I'm just seeing this.
2 weeks away.
So I got a couple of additions to the CM Punk promo that started off the show. Sources, this is from Body Slam Net. Sources indicate that CM Punk was given several bullet points to speak on for his promo on Raw, but no script to follow. Another source indicated that Punk used his platform to add on to Cody Rhodes' promo from SmackDown and speak up for all the talent in the back regarding their frustrations. Then you have Pat McAfee. It's a longer piece that's here. It's like a 2-minute video that I'm seeing, but it's one of the quotes from Pat McAfee responding to CM Punk. He says, CM Punk last night called me Pat McAfee, and then he would lay out why he is not worth the price of admission to WrestleMania. Lower the prices now. I'm not worth that much. Holy shit. We're back in the 90s, baby. Let's fucking go. I'm here for all of this.
Yo, these niggas don't even know how to be messy, bro.
They are way messier. They are messier.
They don't even know how to get messy. They golly, bro. I'm telling yo, people on the internet has ruined everything. That's
oh man, I love this. This is what I live for, baby. This is what I live for. PW Insider Elite also reported there were talents throwing their hands up this past week over the inclusion of Pat McAfee and Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton, not just because it didn't make storyline sense, but due to a feeling that a match involving those two and their history didn't need an extra element. McAfee's comments on SmackDown, which he has said were off the cuff and not scripted, didn't help either. They wrote, while we are told Rhodes didn't sell the McAfee pivot to anyone, there was still a feeling of sympathy for him having to now have to carry that additional weight, as one talent said, leading to WrestleMania.
The niggas are just doubling down on not having faith in Cody, bro. That's it. Like, these niggas don't want to deal with Cody's history. These niggas don't want to deal with what Cody's got to work with or say or do. They like, nah, just stay in your van. We'll come up with your ideas. You come out the van when we tell you. Just make sure you have a nice fresh suit on that you didn't wear last month. Sure thing, boss.
I'm loving life right now. I'm loving life right now. This is the WWE that we started this whole channel on, bro.
These niggas,
we're back. We're back, baby.
Oh,
we're back.
But we're too back. Like, I'm too old to keep dealing with this shit. Like, this is 10 years ago old bad. Like what the fuck? Like, I used to drink to this show every week to suffer through it. You're almost trying to make me want to go back there.
Go back to the bottle.
This shit is, ooh, yo, I swear to God, if it wasn't for coming on here and chatting with y'all and being with my brother, I swear to God, I would not be watching this shit every week, because this shit is fucking this Jesus Christ.
I love it here.
Jesus Christ.
This is what we do.
Jesus
Christ. Is what we do.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, this is what we do, y'all. We are ready for it. This is WrestleMania season, baby. Yeah. Okay.
Yo, do you know how messy Unreal season 3 is gonna be?
No, season 4, because Unreal season 3 will probably be the bottom half leading into Cena's retirement.
Oh yeah, so that means we gotta wait a year for this shit.
Yeah.
God damn. Yo, my head does hurt.
Cody Rhodes' response to Pat McAfee from SmackDown was played. Then they recapped the Madison Square Garden showdown between Brock and Oba, hyping up tonight's contract signing main event. Then we had Rio reunited, and it feels so good as they face B-Fab and Michin with Jade Cargill in their corner. Ripley slammed B-Fab down and punched away at her. She then took her out with a furious clothesline. Ripley threw Michin into the ring and laid her out with a big kick. B-Fab took advantage of this and hit Rhea with a strike from behind before she worked her over in the corner. B-Fab then hit a DDT on Ripley and got a near fall. Ripley eventually tags out to Io, who starts running wild. Michin entered for her team and got a double stomp by Sky, who dropped B-Fab by the neck across the ropes. This left B-Fab and Michin at the mercy of the double drop kick from Sky. We go to commercial, we come back from commercial, and Sky is at the mercy of a 2-on-1 beatdown from Michin and B-Fab. While the referee was distracted, Jade Cargill tripped Rhea out off the apron to prevent her from making the tag. Then we get back into the ring, and Io just basically says, oh, fuck this, I'll just roll up B-Fab. 1, 2, 3, she gets the win. After the matchup, Cargill, Michin, and B-Fab jump Io as Michin grabbed a kendo stick looking to do some damage, but Rhea came in, entered the ring, hits a pump kick, hits a kick to Michin. She laid out B-Fab, but then a pump kick from Jade lays her out. We get B-Fab and Michin, they recover and they hold up Rhea in the corner, whilst Jade picks up the kendo stick and she starts wailing on Io with it right in front of her best friend as Rhea is screaming and trying to help Io, but unable to, as B-Fab and Michin made her watch all of this. They beat her down for a bit over and over again with the kendo stick until Jade finishes things off with the Jaded and lays out Io. They finally let Rhea go as they all leave, and Rhea checks on Io, and poor thing. This sucked. What did you think?
Yo, no cap. Jade Cargill might be the worst champion in women's history.
I don't know about all that.
I'm just overstating something that is obviously not true, but oh my God, has this been rough? This has been really rough. And then they brought this over to Monday Night Raw too. I thought I was safe from this bullshit.
It wasn't enough to be bad on SmackDown.
This is what you niggas get on SmackDown? Oh my god.
Yep.
And they brought Rhea Ripley back to Raw for this bullshit?
Yep. They did.
Oh my god. This is... God, yo. My god, has this show fell off a fucking cliff? Yo, this show has really become ass. And I was almost excited because I'm seeing like, oh, people were kind of liking it. But, bro, we're like 5-6 segments in right now.
Oh, we're almost done.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, show is usually anywhere from like 7 to 8 segments or some shit. We like 6-7 segments in. And we spent an hour talking about the first one. And basically blew by the rest of this bullshit.
That was the peak. That was the peak of the match. That was the peak of this whole show, was the opening segment. I didn't mention before the Rio versus Michin and BFAB matchup, we did get a promo segment from Asuka. Asuka mentioned how she has basically trained Io and raised her up. She paved the way for her in WWE, but then Io turned her back on her in Kyrie and then had the audacity to try to take Kyrie from her as well. So she plans to teach Io one final lesson in the ring, and she will teach her that no one is ready for Asuka. They didn't mention if it was for WrestleMania.
That was random as fuck. Like, dog, that shit was during their entrance. Like, yo, these niggas is clueless on what they're like. It's like they had like a pile of things and just said, oh, I forgot about this one. Here, put it up.
Yeah, just show it on. Oh, put it after their entrance.
They're standing in the ring. And they showed that vignette right before her match.
They didn't even let Io like have a reaction to it. She was watching. No.
The niggas is gonna defend this shit.
Following the attack earlier in the night from Dominic Mysterio, we then hear from Finn Balor. Balor has a pre-tape segment where he talks about what Dom did to him earlier in the show, and he states that there's a side that he had buried a long, long time ago. He said it's a side of himself that Dom has never seen, as he says that it was coming back at WrestleMania. And he says he won't be happy because he is bringing the demon back to deal with Dom. And we get the tease of the demon. And WWE said, fuck all that teasing. We're just announcing it's the demon Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio. They literally released the graphic right after Monday Night Raw.
You just do the whole fucking look on there.
Then we get Dom and JD reacting to this, even though they weren't facing the TV that's right behind them, and the TV right behind them have WWE 2K on it. They said, he's like, who is he talking about? Like, they're acting like they don't know what the fuck he's talking about, even though JD's known him his entire career. And they talk about taking care of Dom's deadbeat dad. And Dom says, let's go talk to Adam Pearce about it. That leaves Liv in the room with Raquel, but then Roxanne Perez comes in and Liv asks Raquel to leave so she can talk to Roxanne one-on-one. She explains to Roxanne what happened while she was gone. She says she thanks her for last week, but she says she had to explain why they took out Finn. They say Finn was getting too big for his britches, so they had to let him go. Hey, before Roxanne is able to answer, holy shit, crack!
Yo.
Holy shit. This
Yo,
was ridiculous. You had
the
freaking
speed of that hit was insane.
it was not, this was not for the weak of heart. Like, you heard the crack. This was a crack when Liv's head struck Roxanne's head. Oh my god, on impact. It was honestly gruesome to hear that shit. Like, this was just, and you could tell like Roxanne had no idea this was coming. Like, this was just pure, oh man, I felt so bad for both of these ladies, but you heard that fucking thud. It was ridiculous. This was nasty. This was gruesome in a way. But yeah, Stephanie bum rushes Liv from behind, who cracks heads with Roxanne. She then picks up Liv and she throws her into the TV that was playing WWE 2K and basically leaves both Liv and Roxanne laying in the middle of the ring. Oh my god,
Bro,
like,
Liv ain't
this
feel none of that shit that happened afterwards.
dude, they did report, I think it was Brian Alvarez and Dave Meltzer. They reported that both Liv and Roxanne were on concussion protocol, but then we also got Liv and Roxanne basically provided their own update on their social media. They both posted separate photos of how they were looking the day after the cracking
Liv
skulls.
looked crazy.
Yo, Liv shit. I have it here. I'm gonna upload this picture.
Yo,
It's just
Liv
taking
got
a while here.
fucking monster hematoma.
A knot. This was a fucking knot.
Roxanne got like a kind of like a smaller one, but Liv's is like a fucking golf ball.
Yeah.
It's like, sheesh. That's why I said she didn't feel nothing after that. She ain't even, she probably don't even remember going into the TV.
Why did Stephanie Vicaire had to do them like that? Like, she didn't have to go
Talking about her mama,
hard.
bro. Talking about her moms.
She didn't have to go hard in the paint like that.
True. You didn't have to talk about her mama. Fuck, you keep talking about her mama
That's
for?
True. Like,
fucking.
This is why you don't talk about people's mamas like that.
You get unwanted receipts.
That's why you don't talk about people's mamas. They take that shit seriously, especially the Hispanics.
Bitch.
Damn. Poor Liv. Well, she got that big ass knot.
Well,
that shit looked like.
Shouldn't have been talking shit. Talking shit. And that's it. On site.
You're gonna learn today.
Like, and the fact that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got a Boricua right next to you. How you don't know that?
They could have told you.
How you don't know?
They could have told you.
Site? You got two of them. And where's Raquel's big bum ass? Where?
The fact that you said, where's Raquel's big bum ass?
Where is she? She could have prevented all of this.
Nowhere to be found. Way to go, Raquel. You just let your friends get straight bum rushed from behind.
You just let your friends get clipped, both of them.
This was like dead on sight.
That's a bad friend.
I'm gonna show the picture of my phone because it's taking too long for it to come up on freaking here because we got it shared in our group chat. StreamYard's acting stupid right now, so I'll just show it on my phone. Look at this hematoma on Liv's head. Look at this shit. Her head looked pregnant.
And that's there's one on Roxanne's head too.
Oh my god.
Yo, but
Ridiculous. Livs is crazy.
Nasty, bro.
This shit is crazy. There ain't no amount of makeup gonna fix that.
She ain't appearing nowhere else for the rest of the week.
All right, finally, StreamYard's working with me. It's working with me. It finally has it here, so we can show it on screen proper. There we go.
Sheesh.
Kraken skulls. Kraken skulls. The Kraken. I know they probably yelled at her. They had to yell at her. Like you're supposed to face her at WrestleMania. What are you doing?
Talked about my mama. He talked about my mama.
God damn, man. Don't talk about no Hispanics mama. Sheesh. That shit is gruesome. Gruesome. That's a big ass bump. That is.
It's literally a fucking golf ball inside her head.
No games. No games at all. All right, guys. We got one final segment to get into. We will keep you posted on Liv and Roxanne's condition. If we get an update, we'll talk about it on the True Hill Heat flagship podcast on Saturday. But it's time for us to get into the main event segment. If you haven't already, drop a thumbs up on the video, share it with your friends, subscribe if you are new, and let us know in the comment section below if you're watching us on demand what you thought about last night's Monday Night Raw. And final call for super chat donations as it's time to talk about the contract signing. And you can't have a contract signing without the most important person in WWE, right, JJ? Paul Triple H Levesque.
Fuck was he doing out there?
I'm responsible for this. That's
This
basically
nigga had his
trying to
own entrance, B.
Yep. Look over your shoulder, ready to ride like a baby from a smoking gun. I'm the game and I make the rules. So move on out, man, and I'm coming through. I am the game. Who's gonna be? Don't you regret just the price you will pay, because I am the game and I came to play. This is what I do. He is here to oversee the contract signing between Oba Femi and Brock Lesnar. Adam Pearce is out here to introduce the guys. He states that over the last few weeks, we've seen the birth of a true clash of heavyweight titans at WrestleMania between Oba Femi and Brock Lesnar. Before he can continue, Paul Heyman butted in as only he can. He says that Heyman talked about this match being the most anticipated match in the history of WrestleMania, and how Oba Femi couldn't measure up to his client, Brock Lesnar. Out came Brock, and you knew this was going to run short because they played the executive producer graphic during Brock's entrance. Brock greets Triple H and Adam Pearce in the ring. Soon after, Pearce introduces the ruler, Oba Femi. And we get a loud ovation for Oba as he comes down to the ring. He tries to enter the ring after a stare down with Brock on the apron, but Brock bum rushes him. He attacks him before he can get into the ring, and the fight is on. He jumps off the apron onto Oba, but Oba catches him, rams him into the ring post on the outside. They brawl at ringside for a bit until Oba shoves Brock into the ring. They start fighting in the ring as well. Brock tries to drive Oba through the table with the belly to belly suplex, but he cannot get him over, or Oba can't get over, so Oba just lands right on Brock's body, running right through the table. He starts grounding and pounding on him until we get security and officials. They come out to the ring to separate the two. Brock grabs one of the office chairs in the ring and he tosses it at Oba and the rest of the officials. Oba does the same with the same chair. They eventually are separated as the show goes off the air immediately after that. This whole thing lasted maybe 5 minutes. It was more that was seen on like after everything. Brock goes crazy on the outside, throwing the steel steps into the ring. Oba starts destroying some of the security guards, hitting the fall from grace, looking overpowering, until Triple H has to calm him down, because Triple H is the voice of reason. He's the angel on these guys' shoulder, and he tells Oba, "Wait for WrestleMania." Thank you, Triple H. We needed you. This was I think it was just too quick. Like, this is on Netflix. You guys don't have to end like right at 10:30 p.m. You can go like over. You have gone over a few times before. So I would have liked to see more of this, because this had all the makings to be the best of the pull apart brawls we've seen on the road to WrestleMania, and we've seen a whole lot of them for some reason. But I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this for what it was. It was short, sweet, to the point, and it continues what's been the best build to a WrestleMania match this year.
So we couldn't get that extra 3 minutes to see?
I agree.
It's like, I guess because Netflix got another live show happening right after it, huh?
Oh, no, not that.
I mean, it was... they wasted so much time with Paul Heyman talking, with the slow entrances. And by the time the entrances are done, and I didn't see it like live, so I'm seeing how much time is left, and I'm like, these niggas is about to enter the ring with 90 seconds left on the show. So these niggas did all of that in literally a minute and a half.
Yeah.
And then it goes off. Show's over. Great. And then you got to go on like YouTube or see who recorded it after it to see the final, 2.5 minutes. Great. Love that. Love the fans.
You guys know who to thank. We got to thank Triple H. Thank you, Paul Levesque.
Love the fan service.
Thank you.
Because, his ass needed to have an entrance in the final 8 minutes of the show. Then go on break. Then come back to his music playing. The fuck? Like, this nigga knows exactly how much time is left in the show. So he couldn't just walk his ass out there if you wanted to be there and just let them get right to it. But no, he had to play his fucking music. It's time to play the game.
He's not used to coming out and getting cheered anymore, so he got to get cheered. Time to play the game.
And that's all, folks.
No, they did not sign any contracts at this contract.
No, there wasn't even there wasn't even a discussion. There was no talk. They went straight to business, which I didn't mind. It's like, the fuck, these niggas are signing a contract for 3 weeks later. It's been official for over a month now.
This is true.
But yeah, I guess next week we're going to have the contract signing for Roman and CM Punk.
Even though that was made like months ago.
It was like 10
bow
weeks.
bow down to the king. Dun, 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 dun. Bow down to the king regrets when it won't do the game. In the basin, when it won't do the rain. When walls of the corridors were sleeping in blood. He tasted it red, and it tasted good. The king laid his head, dun dun, make it broken and dead. Mm-hmm. Dun dun, bow down to the king.
Shout out to Motorhead. God rest your soul. Why the fuck do you know so much of that song?
I didn't say any words. I just know how it
No,
sounds.
you said a whole lot. You done said like the whole first verse, nigga. You did the chorus and you did part of a whole verse and fucked your throat up at the same time. This nigga's an undercover Triple H fan. Talking all that shit.
I love theme songs. And Triple H probably has the best collection of theme songs of anyone.
This mark ass Triple H fan. You fucking poser. Talking all that shit. Knowing as soon as we turn this motherfucking podcast off, oh yeah, bow down to the king.
Oh,
dead. Whatever the fuck.
That's liver broken and dead. That's the only words I know. I know a few words. I just know how it sounds. All right. Hey, I had to make that sound good because we only got 3 minutes of that ending segment. So we made it to the end of another edition of Rated Raw Review. Thank you guys so much in the live chat. You guys have been awesome today. We got I Make Beats, who's been a member of the channel for 19 months. Thank you so much, I Make Beats. Hit the join button, become a member. You get in-chat perks like a bunch of our folks in the chat today. But you know what time it is. It's time to rate this show. We want to know, what was your match of the night? Your MVP, your LVP, your moment of the night, whether you gave the show a thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle, and out of 10, what did you give last night's show? For me and Top Guy JJ, for the April 6, 2026 edition of Monday Night Raw in 3, 2, 1. I think I'm back. I'm right back in the middle again. I gave it a 6.5 last week. This is about a 6.5 yet again, but still one of the better episodes of Monday Night Raw this year.
If the show was any better, it would have got a thumbs up. Like, because we started at peak. Like, we started as like good as Raw can get to start the show. The crowd was amazing. We had an amazing start. And then, bro, just put this into perspective. Like, we're about to be like 2 hours and change. We spent like the first hour and 15 minutes on the first segment.
Yes, that was it.
And the rest of the show just got smoked. Including the final segment.
Indeed. Yeah.
And so then we got to talk about Cody and Pat McAfee.
What did you give it out of 10? What are you at?
Yeah, I'm the same thing. 6.5. I'll go 6.5.
That's good. That's good. That's better than a lot of the scores we've given it this year.
Right.
MVP for the show, CM Punk.
You said LVP?
No, MVP.
MVP. Oh, yeah. MVP is there. CM Punk.
LVP for the show, who you giving it to?
Triple H. I already told you that like 2 hours ago.
Yeah, this is true. Triple H.
And Triple fucking taking away Finn and JD for being out there with a whole entrance for the main event segment that was only 5 minutes. Yeah, Triple H.
Moment of the night, I'm going to give it to Punk's pipe bomb.
Pipe bomb.
And match of the night, I'm going to give it to the trios match, Los Americanos versus Javon, Penta, and Dragon Lee.
Yes, I told you. It's going to be a default match of the night. That was a match of the night by default. Fucking 6-minute match was a match of the night.
Yeah, he does. He does. I make beats. Triple H does hold the record, especially this year. He has been collecting those LVPs. But yes, we've made it to the end of another edition of Rated Raw Review. Thank you guys so much. You guys, we always have a great time with y'all talking about Monday Night Raw. Y'all made it a fun one for us to discuss this week. So did you, JJ. Thank you as always for joining me, good sir. And here you go, sir. The floor is yours. Let the people know where they can follow you on social media and when they will see you again.
On Instagram, you can find me at TrueHeal_TopGuyJJ, and on the YouTube channel, I will be back. I think I should be back next week for a Rated Raw review. And for True Heel Heat, I will be back on the Saturday after WrestleMania, which is April 25th on the flagship.
Boom. There you go. Be on the lookout for all of that. Appreciate y'all for joining us. We got a full week of content, full 2 weeks of content coming up for the channel tomorrow, 1:05 p.m. Eastern time. I'll be joined by Joel Pearl to preview TNA Rebellion this coming Saturday's big show. We'll be giving you the predictions for that. Thursday, as always, 1:05 p.m. Eastern time, AE Ramble reviewing AEW Dynamite. Speaking of AEW, we got our preview for AEW Dynasty on Friday. Myself, Maggie, NJ News. Saturday, the True Heel Heat flagship podcast at 10:05 a.m. Eastern time. Sunday, we're doing a review of Rebellion, and Monday we'll be doing a review of Dynasty. So you can follow me on the Twitter machine at TrueHealSB3. Follow the gang, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok at True Heel Heat. Patreon.com/True Heel Heat. $3 a month gets you exclusive content. The best way to support us when we're not live here. Check out all the great content we got on the channel right now, like our Sakura Genesis review from yesterday and our Stand and Deliver review from Sunday. And join us back here tomorrow for more True Heel Heat content. For Top Guy JJ, it is me, your True Heel Phenom, SP3. This has been Rated Raw Review number 114, Pipe Bomb. We are signing off until